Have you ever felt like that your actual life has not started yet? Like you are just waiting in a waiting room, tapping the floor and just thinking again and again when it's going to happen, when my desires will come, when my goals will achieve. Maybe you are just refreshing your bank account, maybe just you are waiting for that day when you will lose your weight, maybe you are just waiting for the day when your business will take off. Like you are just waiting and being a passenger on the journey of your life. Here is the brutal truth. I need you to literally absorb this truth, and we need to talk that the more you check, the more I am sure it's not going. Yes, you may feel and you may say, oh, what is this girl even saying? Like, it's rubbish. But no, it's not rubbish. The more you are obsessed to anything, the time will be more slower in your favor. And I have experienced it many a times in my life, and I am very sure you have experienced also that when you are so much like obsessed to an outcome, that particular thing happens very, very slow. And once you finally let go, detach, it happens very fast. Obsessing over when you will get there is the fastest way to ensure that you will never get it because it drains your energy, kills your consistency, and mentally makes you overwhelmed. And in this video, we are breaking down the waiting room. We are escaping the waiting room and we are claiming that we are the operant power and no time, nothing can limit us and limit our desires. So stay with me till the end because in this video I'm going to tell you three shifts that you can make self that can change your manifestation journey and that can make you detach. Let's first understand why our brain it is so obsessed to the goal, it is a desire, and why our brain do this. Because our brain it is hardwired for certainty and your brain hates open loops. When you commit to a big goal, your brain treat it as a unfulfilled threat or an open loop. And as I said, your brain, it literally hates open loops. Your brain needs to close the loop. So to close the loop, you check your bank balance, you check your subscriber count, you check how many sales you have made it. And the more you check and you don't get the result you want, your brain releases tiny amount of cortisol, the stress hormone. And like checking that particular thing 10 times a day is you are training your brain to always stay in the mode of flight and fight, and your goal becomes the source of anxiety, panic, and doubt. Think about it every time. Think about your dream, and inner you is saying that I don't have it. What you feel burnout not because you cannot do it, you cannot achieve it, but just because you are too much overwhelmed looking to the 3D, because you are too much focused on the horizon and not looking to your feet. Because you are suffering from timeline anxiety. It is of trying to control the when, which is uncontrollable, instead of trying to control what, which you can control. How do we fix this? The strategy number one is you need to fire your goals and hire your system. Ambition people, they always focus on outcomes, but successful people, they focus on inputs. So ambitious people, they think like, I need to make $10,000 this month, which is uncontrollable. But successful people will treat it as I will make 20 conversation and 10 sales today. And when you do the input, the output has no way, but it needs to come to you. And when you wake up looking for the outcome, you vibrate in the low frequency, you start your day with deficit. But when you focus on input, your whole system changes because now you are no longer waiting for outcome to happen. You are just doing the work. And success here is not getting the prize, just doing your work. And your whole matrix changes here. Now, for an example, if a content creator, they just refresh their Instagram page every hour, hoping that a reel will get viral. Will the reel will get viral? The chances are low. But if the person, instead of just checking and obsessing, will create more content, will polish their editing skills, polish their scripts, the chances are very high to get their reel viral. So stop asking Did it happen today? And start asking, did I show up? If the answer is yes, you won. But wait, you might say that if I don't check, how do I know? Am I getting the result? Am I doing the right thing? And am I going in the right way? And here comes the strategy to the review window. You are checking too often because you don't have a scheduled time. And if you don't have any time, your brain thinks that you need to check it again and again and review all the time. Of this, you need to make a review time very strict, non-negotiable review time. Like if you want to check your DMs, you can have two slots in your day. If you want to check your career progress, you can have a one slot in your week. If you want to check your business growth or your weight loss journey, you can have one or two slots in the month. And whenever your brain will fire your neurons and you will think, I need to check it, you just need to come back to yourself and tell to your brain, today is not our day to check, you will check the Sunday. And what it gets your brain now, your brain is training that you do not need to feel safe by checking. You are safe here, you are safe right now in this moment, and you do not need to check it again and again to make it happen. So yeah, if you are someone who is like a content creator, you can set a target of checking your metrics every Sunday. And you just need to check that metrics every Sunday, not on the Tuesday afternoon when you are drinking a cup of coffee. Just enjoy your cup of coffee and check the data on the day you have assigned it. This gives your brain a mental boundary, knowing that we will check your data, but in this moment you are safe. And strategy number three requires a bit of perspective shift. You have to embrace the invisible shift. Now I want you to think about Chinese bamboo. Chinese bamboo is like a plant where for 4 years the farmer, the person waters it, takes care of it, fertilizes it, but no growth is seen. And anyone who don't know about that plant, they will feel like, oh, you are just wasting your time. But no, it's not wasting your time. It is preparing for something bigger. For the 4 years, in the fifth year, the Chinese bamboo tree, it breaks through the soil and grows up to 80 feet in just 6 weeks. Remember, most of your critical work and most of the things you cannot see yet is just a foundation phase, a building phase. You will grow, you will fly your rocket, but sometimes you just need to sit back, learn the skill, build your foundation, and know that the universe is always working in your favor behind the screen, behind the curtain. When you constantly ask when it's going to happen, you are just digging your own soil, and every single day you are just seeing the seeds, is it sprouted or not. Stop digging the soil, trust the dirt, as the process with time is going to pass anyway. Might as well spend it building deep roots, but make sure the more deeper the roots, the more better the foundation, the more better the success. The moment you stop looking to the finish line and you just focus on the next step, everything changes. So my challenge for you is pick a goal that you are obsessively checking, put the metric away, close the tab, hide, and just set a designated time to check. Commit just to 30 days of pure input, not checking it again and again, just 30 days of pure input. Just put your head down and execute for 30 days straight, and I am very sure when you look back, you will see how far you have come. If you needed to hear this today, just hit the like button and subscribe for more mindset and manifestation tips I come with every week. Stop being the person in the waiting room and start being the person who drives their life journey smoothly. Comment below the input goal you are committing for 30 days. I will meet you in the next video.